Have you ever had a lifelong best friend? Like a friend you have had since the minute that you were born? Not many people have this amazing connection. I am one of the few lucky ones. My mom says that I will not stop crying after I was born. I didn't stop until my aunt picked me up and looked at me in the eyes. I think that's when our unique bond started. My Aunt Jimena has been there for me for everything. She was there for my first words, my first steps. She was there for my first day of school, the first time I cried over a boy. She was there for my last day of school, and I was there for her daughter being born. She has been through everything with me, and I think that's why our bond is so amazing. I think our bond was so unique and special because she was really young when I was born. She was 20 and she had no other responsibilities than going to college. I think she had all the time in the world, and that is one thing that made us inseparable. Of course, things have changed since then. I left for college, and she has a family of her own now. Most people lose these connections over time, but I have not been one to lose them. She's still the person I call for everything, whenever I want to tell her something or I need advice. My aunt keeps giving me life lessons without meaning to. These lessons are one that no one else could ever teach me, and if they tried, I wouldn't listen to. The life lessons that I have learned from my Aunt Jimena have shaped my life and will continue to do so. Even though she has taught me many life lessons, I will share with you three of the most important ones. The first one is to be perseverant. Not only did she always tell me that mistakes are made to learn from them, but she showed me with her actions. I remember her changing majors a couple of times in college. She could not find something that she really liked until she did. She made changes and she finally ended up looking and liking psychology. She graduated in just 3 years after that, and she has been very happy ever since. She also has shown me that hard work pays off, even if it's not instant. After graduating from college, my aunt decided to get a couple of certifications and a master's degree. These things have not worked for her instantly, but after some time, they are useful. My aunt is always looking for ways to improve herself, not only as a person, but as a psychologist. She's always trying to become better. The second lesson that my aunt taught me was to be passionate. Not passionate in crying or letting my feelings take over, but passionate in being vocal about things she doesn't agree with, but also finding a solution for them. I remember really well one time she was not happy with how 12th graders were being treated. They had a lot of homework and no extra time for going away activities. Somehow, she came up with a plan that not only let the 12th graders with a lot less homework, but it also let them have a lot of goodbye activities, and they still met their curricular activities. She ended up implementing this, and ever since then, 12th graders have had a better life. By being passionate, she also introduced me to my lifelong love, dance. This has been one of the greatest things she ever did for me. That first time she took me to a dance class, something like 18 years ago, she gave me the greatest gift. Dancing has been there for the both of us in the good times and the bad times. My aunt was a tap dancer. She was a professional one. She started training in Guatemala and then went to New York and danced on Broadway. She ended up opening her dance studio when I was about 4 years old. After that, we always used to dance together. After she retired, something like 10 years ago, my aunt still supported me. She took me to dance conventions internationally, and she always came to my dance recitals at the end of the year. I am retired now too, but sometimes if we feel like it, we break out our tap shoes and just dance to the rhythm of the music. The third most important life lesson she has taught me is to always find ways to help others. We live in a community in which people around us don't have as many blessings as we have. My aunt is always planning a food or clothes drive, planning some Christmas activity, or a way to fundraise money. She has brought joy to a lot of people, and I have been lucky enough to be there for her when she does this. Whatever people in our community needs, she tries to make a way to get it for them. I feel like not only does she does this because she likes it, but it's her way and mine of keeping my grandma's memory alive. My grandma passed away about 10 years ago, and we miss her a lot. However, we knew that she loved making people happy and helping them in any way she can. So we try to do that still and always wear a smile on our faces because she taught us that sometimes that can change someone else's life. Even though all the life lessons I have learned from her are very important, I think the most important one is to love hard, unconditionally, and without regrets. This is a tricky one because not everybody wants or deserves our love. However, she always says that we are loved a lot, so it is necessary to share just a little bit of it. This has made her very happy, which I hope will too. I have made it my life goal to love this way. My aunt is my best friend and one of the best human beings I have ever met. She has so much to share with me, and I am willing to learn from her. I know that she will keep giving me life lessons, and I will be more than willing to listen to them.
Hi.